All right, what is up, YouTube? We're back again with another online account review. This time for Wolf the Wizard. They're asking for what they should focus on. If you're sticking around, Antho, it's for your turn. If you got a dip, throw another Discord. Have a good night, Roy. Also, don't want to get them banned, kick W. That's up to you there, Cloudy. But yeah, we're taking a look here at Wolf the Wizard's account. Straight off the rip, I'm seeing boxes. Seeing some boxes. So we're gonna go take a look at post boxes. I'm seeing a lot of vials that could be leveled. So let's look into this. Let's look into this. Okay. Straight off the money, spend your PO boxes. You're missing free damage. You're missing, you know, free production speed, free critters from your trapping efficiency. You're getting, you know, if you do a lot of AFK, you're missing out on double AFK XP, you know, a lot of stuff. Hell, even crystal mob spawn chance and drop rarity. You know what I mean? A lot of this stuff's missing out here. So, have a good night, Roy. In terms of gear. Oh, I can see you neglected. Okay. Katie might not understand Eidolon, but we sure do, right, guys? So, in terms of gear, straight away, get people better skulls. Better skulls. Straight out the gate. The wax and ceramic skulls are terrible. And then, as I also always recommend, get at the very best sometimes. Yeah, fair enough, Saucy. But how you doing? Also, void tools. Void tools on everybody at minimum. Void tools minimum. You definitely want to get void tools on everybody at a minimum. I see you're kind of hodgepodging here, which is fine for where you're at. Do you want to talk about your poor neglected stepchildren that you've left in the fucking basement for a while? They don't even have pants. You gave them a shirt and a fucking hat, and you abandoned them in a basement and said, I'll feed you later. Yeah, don't worry, man. I'm gonna grab your... I've got your link here. So we'll get to you, because you're sadly at the last of the list. So I'll get you. Don't worry, bud. But your poor neglected stepchildren, you didn't even buy splicers for. You didn't even bother spending a little bit of money you wanted to go buy them a set of splicers. You just left them to rot. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Onyx in your statues? Yes. Onyx your statues? Yes. I'm not going to question why you have build speed in your family obol. I'm just going to let that slide. Nope. Oh, don't you be throwing the Destiny shit at me. I will not be compared to Varix. Thank you very much. Holy shit. Okay, fucking Van Godric coming up. Fucking what a madman with a 5 gifted. Guess fucking Van Godric's coming up. Man just bought himself fucking up the board. Jesus Christ. Okay. You haven't done any wowing. You've done some chowing. Yeah, he was like, I don't want to wait. I want to go next. So, okay, there we go. Overall, yeah. I mean, I guarantee you if I look, it's probably you need to do eclipsing still, and this is going to tie in, but we'll get to that. Where's your grimoire at? Oh, your Babby grimoire. Your Babby grimoire. So, but yes, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Let's see. Constellations wise. Not terrible. Really not terrible. Star signs, are you up at Seraphim yet? Yeah, you have them. Cool. Vault. Volty. I'm not even going to read that out loud. That's just going to sit in the background of the video. Okay, I mean, you're getting close. I mean, it's just, I know some of the later cost is just a bit fucking astronomical, so that's understandable. Anvil-wise, you've got points just to make sure you're spending your points and make sure you're claiming it. Because remember, the anvil deposit shit only works on the first character you log in at. So just make sure you're claiming your anvil components. You're doing marble, okay. Bribes, you're probably on tuna or World 6. World 6. Stamps-wise, you're about 6k. You're missing a couple. Your multi-tool is fairly low. You have plenty to upgrade it. You're missing drop chance from golden 6s. Yeah, you're missing quite a few here. My goal for you is I want you to push your stamps out to, let's call it 9k. 9k stamps. 9k stamps minimum. I think 9k stamps is uber achievable for you. 7 on Owl. Bump up Owl. Do not neglect Owl. The bonuses, yeah, it takes a long fuck-ass time to get it, but the bonuses are worth it. Your alchemy really isn't terrible. It really isn't terrible. I'm seeing some real niceties here. Obviously, you've got some room for improvement, sure. Just remember to aim for 70% efficiency in your alchemy. What's the best setup for them for AFKing WoWs? Like skill bar wise? Are you activating or AFKing? Because if you're AFKing, it's just slap fucking everything on there and call it good. Or time candy the shit. Especially if you're trying to WoW Worlds 1, 2, and 3, just time candy the ever-living fucking of it. Okay. Looking good here. Vials. You got bad luck with Vials? Or do you just forget to do Vials? Just answer genuinely. Yeah, I kind of rolled 6. Okay. Let me see here. You better not be doing sigils. Bad. You are shooting yourself and wasting your time. If you're gonna do sigils, you do Willow Sippy first. You get this to 13. Bad. Yeah, shame on you. So Willow Sippy is gonna make it super fucking easy to do sigils, and it's the only real way to get it like online, functionally speaking. Sigils suck without it. In terms of Onyxing your shit, you need to get Skinny Zero Cal up to 13 like fucking yesterday. The best thing I can recommend for a lot of these, because a lot of this shit's mob drop, is go sick your ES on it. Say, okay, I'm going to work on getting mushroom caps. Boom, I'm going to stick my ES in there. I'm going to farm out a bill. Okay, now I need to work on board bean slices. Boom, I'm going to stick my ES on there, and so on and so forth. And just blow through them in perpetuity. So vials are important. Do not neglect your vials. Went 17 days without a new vial Sag. Fuck, that sucks. Especially once you get your sigils online, you want to do active or AFK. Arguably, active is the best route to go. But if you really just say, fuck it, I don't care, I just want materials, stick a couple in AFK and call it good. It's just if you want to do active material farming, Elemental Sorcerer. If you don't give a shit, it's whatever. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, once you finally get your sigils going and through Willow Sippy, get Peapod maxed as soon as you can, because this will double up the value. So that will actually kind of juice your sigil processing here. You won't be sitting there for like a fucking eternity doing it. Kilroy. Let's see. There we go. Kilroy. Oh, you don't do much Kilroy, do you? You really don't do much Kilroy. Don't neglect Kilroy. Kilroy is very, very good. You have a chance to get free talent drops. You're able to get the skulls, and the skulls are disgustingly good. It's just worth doing. It's just worth doing. It doesn't have to be super optimized if you're like, whatever, I don't care about them. Just do your Kilroys. Just get them done. It's a weekly reset thing. Add it to your rotation of your dailies if you really need to. Kangaroo. Up to 4. Keep bumping up Kangaroo. Definitely, I think I could see this at a 6 or a 7. I think that's viable for you. Prince, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90. Redheaded Stepchildren. Go give him Midas. Or Royal Sampler. Get him up to 90%. Nice, Zeno. Nice. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. So, the method of madness you want to follow, Wizard, in terms of Prince, if you weren't aware, is focus on what the class is good at. So, because V-Man has access to his speedrun, what pushes 90? Any factor can push 90, but 90 is the cap. So that's why you're saying 90 plus whatever, 90 is the cap. The only benefit you can get out is the actual raw output multipliers here, where you see Lab is giving you double, Herep is giving you 3, and then Skill Mastery, Divine Knight, Relic, Charm, Vote, etc., etc. That's where you're getting your other modifiers. That's applying to raw output, not sample rate. That's the kicker. So for V-Man, what you should be doing is, if you need mob drops, which it looks like you do, like Horns and Sand, go do a V-Man speedrun, print, or bring your sample as part of your loadout, run a sample on Gigafrogs as part of your speedrun, and Sandy Pots as part of your speedrun. You will get more because V-Man has multi-kill for part of its speedrun and through its modifier when you activate the skill that gives you relevant multi-kill. It is the best at getting mob prints. The second best is, just because it's dog shit, is BM. BM is dog shit. You can stick whatever the fuck you need in there for mob prints. But functionally speaking, you want to make sure your people are doing whatever is best for their class. So mining, fishing, and so on and so forth. So have a good night, Cheese Lord. Thanks for dropping by, my friend. Salts, you're working on it. Looks like you're... No, you just haven't claimed. Okay, that's fine. Atom Collider, you're doing some atom stuff. You've done beryllium. Yeah, especially you have beryllium, man. Like, just claim all your pens and just keep pumping into your boxes. You should be able to get it done relatively fast. Equinox. I don't know if we shame this, guys. It's a 1 out of 10. Do we shame a 1 out of 10? Don't think my account will not be aneurysm worthy. No. Small shame. Yeah, small shame. Yeah. A 10 out of 10, so I can't shame. Yeah, true. You've lost that, right? Yeah, overall, your Equinox really isn't that bad. Let's check out your buildings here. Cosplayer, yep, okay, it's looking fine. Your shrines are working on good. Death notes. Yeah, this is exactly what I figured when I saw your wows and the like. Is you don't have anything eclipsed. You have Eclipse unlocked. It's just you haven't taken advantage of it. So Eclipse, if you're unaware, gives you a 5% multiplicative damage buff per Eclipse Skull. So in this case, you have 10%. Because you have one in green mushrooms, you have one at tremor worms. Now, or actually, sorry, you get 15% because you have one at sandcastles. Yeah, but that's the point, man. You don't want to put points because it's increasing your cap. It's increasing the time it would take to get the next one. If Lava decides, by the way, I'm adding like 15 new fucking things to Equinox, you're going to have to wait longer than the guy who didn't put 10 points in it. You know what I mean? On my Lava Skulls, just don't know who to do on Death Note. It's better to let it sit, yeah. Because every subscription... So, like, if... Here's the best way to put it. If one upgrade costs 100 and you put in a point, then it takes 200 to get to the next full bar. Then 300, then 400, then 500, and 600. You're purposely shooting yourself. That's what we're trying to prevent here. So it's just fucking you over in the long run. In the event Lava's like, oh, by the way, here's more Equinox shit. You're going to have to wait a lot longer, even with the pets, than people who didn't. You know what I mean? They're working on Lava Skulls, just don't know who to do on do Death Note on. You do Death Note on your DB. So in your case, you need to go your BB. You need to go get your second BB to become a DB. do it on him, and just time candy worlds 1, 2, and 3. You can easily one bill it if you need to, and this is always an option. Go and get your whoever has your best gear. So in this case, it's your DK. Transfer all your DK shit onto your DB, your second DB. Do all your Death Note stuff, and then throw it back onto him. Because you got the bank that's what the bank's there to help you do it. You know what I mean? So you don't have to worry about making a set or getting equipment or whatever. Just throw all that shit onto him, do your task with him, and put it back. That's the easiest way to do it without having to like invest a shitload of time into him. So Eclipse Skulls for sure. So worlds 1, 2, and 3 at a minimum. Then start pushing worlds 4 and 5. This will help so much. Worship. Yeah, like I said, get better skulls. The wax skulls and the ceramic skulls are trash. Get the one after that, you'll be way better. Base Slush Enjoyer, what a chad. And just make sure you are using your worship, because there's no sense in you sitting on worship charge. There's absolutely zero sense in sitting on worship charge. You're not accumulating anything. You're not getting additional bonuses. You're pissing away potential is a good way to put it. Your totems are fine for where they're at. This is fine. Just keep putting into skill Dimwit for sure. It's going to help your prince. Trap is kind of all over the place, which is, as long as you're keeping up with uptime and you're claiming, that's okay. That's just my big thing. Multi-kill, okay. Yeah, overall not too terrible. Cooking. Yeah, you're another one little wonder. This is the same thing I said before to Zeno. Is you want to prioritize your meal cooking speed, your cooking speed per upgrades, and then your skill efficiency straight out the gate. Yeah, you're super undercooked on your cooking, and that's ironic as fuck. Yeah, like you're at breakthroughs for, I want to say, probably 80% of your cooking. So yeah, definitely. Spend some time on your cooking, my man. Spend some time on your cooking. Right, so on to breeding, you've got some high as fuck level eggs you need to spend. Yep, everybody back to learning. Yeah, I mean, overall, looks like you're unlocking some more World 3 stuff, some of the World 4 stuff as well. So, I mean, you're just working on breeding. Lab, you've got 3 you need to connect to, but I mean, not particularly worried overall. How's Rift? Rift bonuses. You just don't have rubies yet, which is fine. And Kilroy and Sneak, which is okay. You got full passive cards, which is great. Construction Mastery, you're about 100 or so from 1200, which is nice. Tome, no Spike Trap, no Jackpot. Damn, I feel it. Top 50%, so yeah, you're with most of the player base on that. Not particularly worried. Tome isn't something super attentive right now. It's the Eternal Dick Measuring Competition. So you're at Eldritch. You do have Fury Relic, which is good. If you're going to be wanting to do better prints, you want to get Frost Relic to Eldritch as soon as you can. Frost Relic is stupid good. Especially on triple bonuses, and eventually when you solver it and you quadruple bonuses. Frost Relic, very, very good. Divinity. You have all the gods. Obviously, just work on leveling their minor blessings when you can. Yes, they're pricey, but they're worth it because they're applying bonuses across the account. And it all is relative to what you have. So, gaming wise, looks like you're on qubits. No, you're on rivets. Interesting. Level 19 Snail. What a guy. What a guy. Hull, you're at level 10, which is okay. How's your justice looking? Looks like you've got some justice routes, but that's not too terrible. Make sure you are doing your justices as well. The justice bonuses multiplier, the Olive Monument AFK gain, the summoning essence is really good. There's a lot of good stuff here in Hull. Slab wise, what are we looking at? You're missing 384. A lot of this is just stuff you need to touch up. You need to finish out quests in worlds 1, 2, and 3. Some obel work. Looks like you need to do dungeons with an archer and a mage to get the most bang for your buck, and you got some chests you need to buy, amongst other things. But overall, not a priority. Farming-wise, just kind of working on everything, I can imagine. What's your crops at? A bit all over the place. I mean, it looks like it's early farming, so nothing super intuitive right now. But overall, not too bad. Ashy, you're near the bottom, so you got time for a shower, my man. You're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th place. Okay, so piece of advice when it comes to sneaking: you do not need to have multiples of the golden items in your inventory. It only gives a shit about the highest level, so you can get rid of these other 2 eyes. They're useless to you. They just need to sit in your inventory. Get rid of them. These 2 levels. It only cares about whatever the highest is. You have Silken Veils, which is good. You want to keep pushing your floor out so that you're able to get to the rest of your tunes, getting your guys at floor 7 and 8, pushing that out. Because once you get all your tunes unlocked, you're able to start getting XP for the rest of your guys. It really does matter. Sice, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the vault, my friend. Jude Emporium. Yeah, you're getting closer and closer to Sovereigns, which is going to be really nice. Grids-wise, you're fine. You've got some of the charms. You've got the really nice one for stamp bonuses. Summoning. What do you got for battles? You're at Reds, Cyans, and 8 of Endless. Okay. Not too terrible. Beanstalk. I think there's other things on your plate that you need to do before you worry about beanstalking, but beanstalking is very good. Well, keep in mind, Sice, you can buy charms from the gem shop as well. On 2 cards. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so you are at the point where with the skill masteries that you have passive cards. And this is very good, especially when it comes to printing. Now, that being said, if your cards are low level, question, how do you see your WoW Chow count on Toolbox? Go to Account, go to MISC, go to Apocalypses, select your person in question. Here you go. It's there. Anyway, back to cards. In terms of cards, like right now, let's say, okay, you only have 2 stars on your birch tree. That's 15% total shopping efficiency. If you 4-star this, I believe it's 25%. So you see why there is an advantage here to have these modifiers increase. Like you're missing another 5% in Hermit Crab. You're missing some more chopping speed here. You're missing chopping away gains here. More fishing away gains with Bloach. So definitely would recommend 4-starring your cards. And keep in mind, a lot of this is time candyable. A lot of it's time candyable. All right. I have a lot of candy, so I don't think it should take that much. No, it really shouldn't. It's fairly easy to achieve a lot of that if you have good skills. So let's kind of summarize here. So on the top of your list, I recommend spending your PO boxes, definitely hammering that out, getting the most bang for your buck on those. You're missing on damage, drop rate, what have you. Getting better skulls, get everybody off the waxes and ceramics. Getting void tools on everybody a minimum, and please kit out your neglected stepchildren. They do exist. You do have to pay alimony on these guys. They account towards your account total. Figure it out. Then begin working on honnesting your statues only after you get skinny 0 cal up to 13. Focus on getting Skinny Zerka up to 13, and then you can Onyx your statues. Pushing your stamp stat to about a 9k minimum, I think, is super achievable with the resources you have, and you just need to get the money for it. Vials are very important, so working on your vials in general is key, especially pushing out for Venison Malt if you're going to be doing your stamps, so you get that decreased material cost on your stamp processing. Eclipsing your skulls is going to be huge. You're missing out a lot of free multiplicative damage by not having your Eclipse Skulls. And then last but not least, let's 4-star all your cards. Let's get the most bang for our buck out of our passive cards, because we don't have to equip them. They can just sit there and look pretty at the bar. That being said, do you have any other questions for me? Anything you'd like me to refocus? Anything you need me to explain? Stuff like that. Again, if you've ever got, like, and this goes to everybody in chat, if you guys ever got questions or like, hey, can you take a quick look or whatever, feel free to drop by our Discord. Like, we've got plenty of people who just shoot the shit and we shit post and all that in there. And I'm always happy to answer questions in there. I remember starting, yep, not a problem. And of course, this will be uploaded to YouTube at some point as well, so you'll have that to reference for you. But that being said, wave goodbye to YouTube, folks. We're calling this episode here. As per always, folks over at YouTube, we stream on Twitch and on YouTube live on Tuesdays and Thursdays, where you can find us playing Eidolon. We give account reviews to anybody who asks. If you ever want your account review but you can't make it to stream, check out our Discord in the description below. From there, we've got a channel set where you can drop off your toolbox, and we will be able to get to it in the next stream. But until next time, folks, we will see you in the next video. Ta-ta.